Who believes some kids are just capable of killing people as full-fledged adults? Well, age does not matter if evil is inside. Let's see the top 10 youngest serial killers in history ever. 10. Eric Smith. The 13-year-old boy became popular after committing a terrifying crime. He killed a 4-year-old boy, Derek Roby, in New York in 1993. This unbelievable tragedy shocked everyone. No one was ready to believe even a kid could take anybody's life. On that fateful day, the younger criminal sees Derek Roby alone at a summer camp. He never missed this chance as he subjected a small boy to a vicious and prolonged assault. On suspicion, police investigate Smith and he quickly admits his crime. Smith told the police that when I saw that blonde kid, I wanted to hurt him. After hearing, Smith was charged with second and punished to 9 years to life in prison. 9. Cindy Collier and Shirley Wolf. These best friends are never less than nightmares. They met and became friends. These look like normal teenagers, but the story of these criminals is totally the opposite. They spend troubled teenage ages as they had terrifying home lives rife with rape, abuse, and neglect. They never do abnormal things when in groups. They ended up chatting up an 85-year-old lady in her home one day. Collier took a knife and tossed it to Wolf, and Wolf stabbed that lady to death. As she wrote, "Today, Cindy and I ran away and killed an old lady. It was fun." Cindy was 14 and Wolf was 15 at that time. After too institutionalized, Collier got married and became a mother of 4 children with a law degree. On the other hand, Wolf remains in and out of jail. 8. Craig Price. This youngster killer is also famous as Warwick Slasher. He was a serial killer as he killed many people. The world was shocked at his chilling crimes. In the late 1980s, a criminal committed in Warwick, Rhode Island. His crime grabbed the public attention, and everyone was thinking about the nature of evil. At an early age, Craig was very aggressive. He started engaging in animal cruelty. At 13, when he embarked on a spree of brutal assault, he targeted 27-year-old Rebecca Spencer, who was jogging in the park. This brutal kid killed her. A few months later, he killed his neighbor and his 2 daughters. However, police arrested him in 1989, and he fearlessly confessed that he killed the victims. Price becomes one of the youngest serial killers in American history. However, in 1992, Price was sentenced to a lengthy prison. 7. Harvey Miguel Robinson. This boy became a beast at only 17. He raped and killed 3 girls in the Allentown, PA area. He was caught when he was trying to get the victim back to her house to kill her. At the spot, police saw and caught him. In 2006, he was sentenced to death for his first murder. He is still awaiting execution in jail. 6. Michael Hernandez. Michael Hernandez was a good, well-mannered, and intelligent kid. However, there were some underlying problems that caused them to commit a terrifying crime in 2004 at 14. This evil criminal lured his class fellow Jamie Goftin into the school's washroom stall. He killed him with a knife. Well, his crime has been the subject of speculation and analysis. A few reports suggest that he has a deep interest in serial killers. Authorities found some disturbing writings and drawings that show violence. Well, the police arrested him. This youngest serial killer clearly admits that he wanted to be a serial killer. He also claimed that he wanted to be one of the most popular serial killers of all time. In 2008, the court found him guilty and sentenced him first degree to life in prison without the possibility of parole. In 2012, at 31, he passed away. 5. Jasmine Richardson. The heartless criminal is also known as a poster killer. She started dating the 23-year-old boy named Jeremy Steinke when she was only 12 years old, small girl. Steinke began brainwash her. The parents of Jasmine became so worried to know their daughter is still 12 and has started dating a young guy. Her parents tried to finish the relationship. That's why Jasmine and Jeremy got angry, and they ended up going on a murdering spree. She killed her parent and younger brother. Police arrest them, and she confessed her crime. She did it for her so-called love. Well, Jasmine is one of the youngest serial killers in the history of Canada. 4. James Fairweather. This killer is also known as the Colchester Killer. He is one of the most dangerous, youngest serial killers in the UK. His chilling capacity for violence shocked the public. The killer's dark part of life was presented in Colchester, Essex, between March to June 2014, at just 15. Well, the dark chapter of Fairweather's life. He embarked on a gruesome spree of crimes and killed 2 victims. He attacked them brutally and killed them with many snubbed of knives. People of these areas got scared after this terrifying realization that 15-year-old boys did this heinous act. Well, the authorities arrested Fairweather in June 2014. During the investigation, he accepted that he severely attacked the victims. Well, he was given a sentence of 27 years. 3. Edmund Kemper. The co-ed killer is also one of the most notorious American serial killers who committed a series of terrifying crimes in the 1970s. People were shocked to know about his violence and his chilling nature. He was also one of the most famous studied serial killers. He had very disturbing and aggressive behavior at a young age. He was not at all good with his parents. He started crime acts in 1964 when he was just 15. First, he shot his grandmother and attacked his grandfather with a knife so brutally. He was forced to spend a few years in a mental institution, but was released in 1969. In the early 1970s, he would often pick up hitchhiking college students. He killed a lady there. After that, he also killed his mother and went to the police station to confess the murders. He was found guilty of 8 murders. Well, he got his first degree and was punished for life without the possibility of parole. 2. Alyssa Bustamante. Alyssa Bustamante also committed the unbelievably terrifying crime at 15 in October 2009. Well, she was brutally assaulted by her 9-year-old neighbor, Elizabeth Olton. First, she strangled her and then assaulted her with a sharp knife. Being a clever criminal, she buried the victim's dead body in a shallow grave and tried to conceal all the evidence of this murder. She had a troubled childhood. She was abused and neglected by her parents so badly. With the spending of time, mental health starts to be disturbed. She lives in depression all the time. She drew the stage on paper and wrote her violence as evidence. Well, in 2012, she was found guilty, and she was sentenced to a 2nd degree and sentenced to life in prison with conditional release. 1. Thomas T.J. Michael Lane was headlines for his deadly shooting at a school in the USA. After his crime, he becomes one of the most despised teen criminals in the world. He attacks on victims' families on February 27, 2012, at the age of 17. Well, his opening fire at Chardon High School in Chardon, Ohio, armed with a .22 caliber handgun, was so terrifying. He targeted students in the cafeteria, shot 3 students, and injured 3 others. During the hearing in the courtroom in March 2013, Lane was found guilty of all the charges against him, and he was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Well, it is precisely the way that nobody can imagine kids as killers, but yeah, some kids make the stories of the youngest serial killers so terrifying. We cannot say even anything about what happened to these kids to make them so incredibly violent, merciless, and aggressive. Well, if you like this interesting video, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so that you can stay tuned for the latest updates. We'll catch you soon. Goodbye for now.